Welcome back to Daily Wrap, where the debate never ends. So let's read some of your viewer comments. First up, we asked you who you think should replace John Boehner as Speaker of the House. Dan says Trey Gowdy for Speaker of the House. Ricky.
Interesting. Ray seems to agree with Dan. Ray says, we believe Trey Gowdy would be a good choice for the Speaker of the House.
Interesting. Jamie says, Steve Scalise is my pick. Kevin McCarthy is not conservative at all. He wants open borders and will follow in the establishment's footsteps. Let's stop the tape for a moment when we're actually live. But here's the thing. I watched McCarthy today. And I get the feeling on the Twitter and just the reaction in general is this is Boehner 2.0 from conservatives. We don't want him. It's more the same. And in his interviews, I don't see that passion and fire that conservatives are looking for.
He's still going to win.
He's going to win, but no one's going to be happy.
I do have to say, though, I mean, I understand what the commenter's saying in not being happy if that person's a conservative. But for open borders, I don't think so. Come on. Let's not stretch it. You're not going to be happy with him as Speaker of the House if you were unhappy with John Boehner. I think that's true.
Yeah.
What you may be happy with, and it remains to be seen, is the majority leader. That's going to be the ideological battle.
Interesting. Louis Gohmert doesn't work his way anywhere in this conversation.
Louis Gohmert has taken himself out of contention for all of them.
I don't think it matters who gets the post. I think people aren't going to be happy, and you're going to see the repercussions of that in the next election cycle.
I'm telling you, it's just like we saw in The Sopranos. I will continue to use this analogy. They want Johnny Sack dies. They want to take out the next guy, and they say, hey, you know what? You never know who's going to follow. And in this case, yeah, they got rid of Boehner. They got their trophy, and guess what? They get another Boehner, but somebody who's even more milquetoast. Is that a word?
And it's all going to end with a black screen, and we have no idea what's going on.
And a Democrat majority in the House. Let's move on.
Wow.
We also asked you if you thought Pope Francis was too political during his trip or just political enough. Dan says the Pope was selectively political. He did not talk about the conservative values that are part of our faith. He did finally mention gay marriage on his flight back to Rome, but he never mentioned the atrocities of Planned Parenthood. Actually, I believe he did.
He did mention it, but it wasn't a theme per se.
No, it was not a theme, but I think he did go there.
Yeah, I don't think he was as political as I had expected him to be.
Yeah.
But I will tell you that even though I don't agree with a lot of his positions, I found him to be so endearing and really just the kind of leader that I really feel like we need more of it in this country.
Which is the point. So glad you said that. That is the point. Politically, I don't agree with everything the Pope thinks. I don't disagree with everything the Pope thinks. Who cares? I've said it every night. Who cares? The man is a spiritual leader. He makes us all feel good. I don't know anybody who doesn't like this man. And I'm glad he was here.
For 4 days, Washington, D.C. was actually civil.
Yeah.
And now
Amazing. Amazing. Maybe they'll take one little modicum
by the
away.
way, I do want to compliment that commenter. That's a thinking person.
It is, isn't it? Okay, comment again. Maybe we'll read it. But there's thousands, so we don't know. We'll find you. Anyway, we wanted to know what you all thought about this new partnership between Iran, Russia, and Syria, the axis of evil. David says Russia should not be allowed a leadership role in the Middle East. It is yet another failure of the Obama administration and its policy lead from behind. They had to invent an oxymoron to explain the irrational behavior of the president, and it is accepted as a legitimate foreign policy. Russia should be contained before they swallow up any more free countries, but they will not be checked by this administration. I think we all agree.
Yeah, I think he might go a little bit far in his adjectives, but at heart, I agree.
Is it the Soviet Union 2.0? I mean, they're back.
No, it's really not.
Well, not quite, but I do think that it does kind of show the lack of leadership that we have here in America. It's just sort of a stark contrast, and I really hope that people take that to the polls and pick a leader who is going to be strong and bring us back to the forefront.
I don't know that I'd agree with you that it's a lack of leadership. Where I might agree with you is it's a lack of quality foreign policy with this leadership.
Quality leadership. How about that? Can we compromise on that?
No. We have some comments about Donald Trump as well. Who would have thought? Alice says Trump is the only one who truly wants America great again, and he has showed us more of his plans than any of the other candidates. Scott Pelley on 60 Minutes was attacking through the whole interview. It would be nice to see a host just ask the questions and not show their bias.
Right, like me. Edward says, I don't think Donald Trump can do any more damage than the elite have done. So far, the GOP has been an extension of the Democratic Party. Next next one to go should be, here's your next trophy, Rick, Mitch McConnell. I am thoroughly disgusted with them. I believe Fox News Channel is pushing Jeb Bush. If that's the case, I will not vote. Wow. Any reaction?
Yeah, they
Trump
go a little bit too
2016.
far. There are other people to make this country great again.
Okay, very good. Well, if you want to weigh in on any of the issues we talk about here in the show, be sure to send us your comments. As you can see, we read them on the air. It's an interactive thing. And as you may know, Dr. Carson has been sharply criticized for saying that a Muslim should never be president. Well, he's now released an urgent letter to the public on Newsmax.com. It's exclusive to us, damn it, and it's important you take the time to read it. You can find the letter in the breaking line at the top of the Newsmax website. Read Dr. Carson's urgent letter about why he is taking a stand and making a stand on this issue and why he will not be bullied by the PC police. You tell him. Up next, it's time for Yay or Nay. This is the Daily Wrap.